This is all that's left of the Mata House on North Reagan Street in San Benito. The fire that destroyed this small wood-framed home broke out at 4 in the morning as a young family slept on Thanksgiving weekend. Little did they know, the fire hydrant around the corner from their home was broken for who knows how long. Firefighters did what they could, but the home, as you can see, is a total loss.
I thought all fire hydrants had to have water in there. I thought it was the city's job to make sure everything was up to date on that and everything. It was something I wasn't expecting.
Why did the fire department omit the hydrant problem from their official reporting? And City Manager Fred Sandoval, he's ignoring our search for answers. Just one of several developments in our War on Power investigation in San Benito. The smell of his burning house woke Julio Mata up from a dead sleep.
And when I got up and I stepped out of our room, our kitchen was on fire. It was pretty bad.
I had seen the kitchen door on fire, and I just went straight to my kids' room. I picked both of them up and I ran with them outside the house.
That must have scared you to death, right?
Yes, it did.
Mystica went back inside the burning house to get her car keys. Her hair would catch on fire. It used to be long, not anymore.
We lost everything in there.
And Julio showed us the second-degree burn he has on his arm. And we learned the city of San Benito may be partially to blame for the house now being totally destroyed. Firefighters had tried to get water out of this fire hydrant around the corner, but it was broken, no water pressure. The fire chief has ignored our questions. After we met the Matas, we asked San Benito under state law to give us records of fire hydrant inspections and repairs across the city. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but less than 2 hours after we notified the city of our fire hydrant investigation, look what they did. The city posted on Facebook bragging about the work employees were doing to fix fire hydrants, which is actually their job. Quoting, "We're proud of their dedication to keep our city safe and running smoothly."
You say that we're not transparent? How much transparent do you want?
It's been anything but smooth sailing for the embattled Mayor Rick Guerra and the City Commission in 2024. In the courtroom, the city of San Benito is now batting 0 for 3. A judge voided the city charter election after the commission got busted for trying to sneak controversial charter changes onto the ballot in violation of state transparency laws. You have to read the really fine print to even know it was about the city of San Benito.
This being sneaky is ridiculous.
The blame for that falls on this guy, City Manager Fred Sandoval. One of the charter changes was going to let him off the hook. He had promised to move to town as required, but then declared he'd never move.
Are you planning to move?
No,
Never?
never.
You know that's a violation of city charter?
In that election, voters overwhelmingly said, too bad.
I try to think of myself as a professional. I try to think of myself as a role model, not only to my children, but also to my staff.
Never.
Sandoval apologized in November for that embarrassing temper tantrum, but still seemed to whine about having to move to the town he's paid to promote.
It is still up to the commission, and it is up to this board to force me to move here.
The city manager says he now lives in an RV here at a 55 and older Fun and Sun RV park, but at least he's got a pool.
What made you want to apologize tonight? I'm curious.
Because I wanted to apologize because I love San Benito.
All right. And you haven't moved quite yet, huh?
I love San Benito.
That illegal city vote to try and give Sandoval a get out of San Benito free card wasted $23,000 in taxpayers' money. The appeal the city filed will waste more money down the drain, not counting the legal bills for the city attorney, more than $6,000 a month, and a lawyer from the law firm of Denton Navarro, whose first bill for the charter fight hasn't even come in yet.
I don't have any comment for you, Mr. Dolcefino.
Yeah, I'm just curious. You heard the judge. Why is the city...
Mr. Dolcefino, I just said I don't have any comment for you on ongoing litigation. I'm sorry.
We met up with Robert Drinkard at the Hidalgo County Courthouse after we watched the city lose again in court.
I mean, you can't say it until you do what I want you to. You can't.
Judge Arturo Nelson scolded San Benito for trying to stop the completion of the Resaca Village shopping center. A stop work order was imposed last August, 4 months ago. Developers say the delay has caused deterioration of the final uncompleted building there. The city halted the project after a subcontractor tapped into a city water line to make some mortar. Developers paid the small citation, but a city lawyer told Judge Nelson San Benito has now opened a criminal investigation into alleged theft, even though they don't seem to know how much water was actually taken.
You're using it as a handle to stop any further work.
We've been warning San Benito residents for months that this fight with Varco is simply a waste of taxpayer money, sends a horrible message to other developers who might want to come to town but now will say, no way. Varco complained to us earlier this year. The city was trying to take over the multi-million-dollar shopping center from them just because they refused a shakedown by the husband of Commissioner Deborah Morales. He used to be a EDC member. Varco sued the city after the EDC broke its word to let developers finish the much-delayed project in exchange for paying daily damages for further delays. Seems fair. Since then, though, the city has refused to even cash the payments, even for the rent of the Resaca Village, more than $70,000. The legal bills are mounting in a fight that could end up costing taxpayers way more money. The Pruneda law firm has billed the city EDC nearly $100,000 in the Varco case. That's not counting this guy's bills for this month's court hearing. Money that could go to things like inspecting and repairing fire hydrants so young families don't face possible death.
Pretty messed up. Because what if someone else has a fire and what if they're stuck in there?
A petition drive to recall the entire city commission and the mayor received hundreds of signatures, but not enough to force resignations. Organizers blamed the city secretary, claiming she wrongly forced voters to have to sign 5 separate petitions instead of just 2 for the candidates who ran in both elections. Many citizens told us they were afraid to sign the petition for fear of retaliation because they have relatives working for the school district. But organizers say they may try again after the first of the year, in part because nothing has really changed.
Hey, dude, don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you blocking me?
The city of San Benito wants to move forward, all right,
Don't you fucking touch me.
without the necessary ethics changes. The San Benito EDC should be independent of the city commission. It's now instead an alter ego. 3 of its members are city commissioners or the mayor. Guerra, Goodman, and Morales are all illegally withholding detailed spending records of the EDC from us. Fred Sandoval is too, as executive director of the EDC and city manager. Don't force us to run up your legal fees. Release the records immediately. We drive down the dirt road leading to the San Benito fairgrounds, trying to miss the cavernous potholes. Forget what it looks like now. Next spring, San Benito is betting this place will become a music mecca, drawing tens of thousands of people. A study by a Rio Grande Valley university says it might work, and San Benito does have a musical connection. It's the home of Freddie Fender. His name emblazoned on the town water tower. Country music singer Charlie Crockett says he'll play the first show. But a city-run concert venue is certainly a high-stakes gamble with taxpayers' money. San Benito says it plans to spend $1.6 million just in the first year, including $650,000 for a stage, $500,000 for production of 20 events. They expect to make $1.8 million in the first year, too. The city has hired a special events coordinator, but who else will benefit from this deal? We've been trying to find out. History certainly isn't on San Benito's side. The city's last Hog Waddle Festival lost money.
This is the Hog Waddle concert and event.
We're spending $300,000 on events that we haven't seen profitable as of yet.
Sure, the mayor's family hasn't assaulted me in recent weeks.
Don't you fucking touch me. Hey.
But the San Benito Housing Authority still refuses to let you see what happened to that investigation of the mayor's brother years ago, accused of sexual misconduct while he worked there. A former San Benito police detective came forward to tell us she was told to shelve the investigation. Guerra was accused of retaliating against officials who investigated his brother. One of Johnny Guerra's purported victims went public a few months back. It may have happened years ago, but it still clearly haunts her. Do you believe that the mayor's power helped protect him?
Oh, yes, definitely.
No doubt in your mind.
Yes, no doubt in my mind.
Myra Latigo filed police complaints back then when it happened, but we helped convince her to trust police again. She asked me to come with her and be an eyewitness to her hour-long emotional meeting with the San Benito police detective.
It's not easy, Wayne. He knows what he did. That's all I want, for him to say the truth.
The San Benito police chief had promised an investigation. He has since ignored Myra's emails. Mine too. A broken promise for a possible victim of crime. Myra is just one of many reasons we continue to wage this war on power.